Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we are discussing Gita in nutshell, session 2. In the first session, we have learned that we are not a mortal body, we are eternal spirit souls. We are eternal soul, part and parcel of Krishna. There we have discussed Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 13. Dehinosmin yatha dehe komaryam yovanam jara tatha dehantra prapti dhirastatra namuhyate. Even in the present body, the embodied soul, because of the presence of the soul, body changes from childhood to youth, adult, old age, and then at the end, when the body is no longer useful, there is change of body. There is change within the present lifetime, and then there is the ultimate change, and we get the next body. So, dhirastatra namuhyanti. Then we have discussed chapter 15, verse 7. What is the identity, true identity of Jiva? Mameva ansh jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana mana shasthani indriyani prakriti sthani karshati. Krishna says, all living entities are my eternal part and parcel, and they are struggling with the 5 senses and 6th mind. Today we are discussing, then we have discussed gross body, subtle body, gross body, earth, water, fire, air, ether, subtle body, mind, intelligence, false ego, and then soul. So this subtle body and gross body are 2 coverings of the soul. Then we have discussed the chariot of life. 5 senses are like horses, mind is the reins, buddhi, intelligence is the sarathi, and the passenger is soul, and the super soul is guiding. But we neglect the guidance of the super soul, and then our senses getting attracted to the sense objects, and the mind contemplating on that takes the chariot of our life in the wrong direction. So instead of mind following the intelligence starts following the mind's contaminated plans, and we miss the goal of life. So that's why we need to sharpen our intelligence with the manual of life, that is Bhagavad Gita, so that we can direct our life toward Shreyas. So there are 2 things, Prayas and Shreyas. So Prayas is the immediate sense gratification, immediate pleasure, but in the long term has negative effect. Shreyas, that we are performing austerities at present, living a life of discipline, and in the long run there is lasting happiness. That is Shreyas. So this is session 2 of Gita in nutshell. Okay. Mastermind behind the mysterious universe. So we'll see how we can perceive God through his creation. We are not all in all, there is a God in control. Otherwise, how the living entity of the size as 10 to the power minus 12, 10 to the power 30 micron is surviving. So we have living entities of this range. Discover the ultimate genius, mastermind with essence. Source exercise for us, by observing the world around us, scientifically we can see the hand of Supreme Lord Bhagavan. So what we will cover here is our observation, scientist observation, $2 million question, and then the take-home message activity time. So source of cosmos. What the world thinks. अभी तक हमने क्या सुना? It's coming from a Big Bang. There is no God whatsoever. According to a Big Bang theory, everything began from a point of infinite temperature and infinite destiny, infinitesimal in size, that is a physically indescribable, mathematically unverifiable, beyond all conceptions of space and time. And then there are songs like Duniya banane wale tune kahe ko duniya banai. There is a reason why the creation is there. So how we come to know that? If we turn to the spiritual science, the Vedic worldview, God created everything and everyone. The very word cosmos means an orderly, harmonious, systematic universe. Dr. Albert Einstein said, I believe in God who reveals himself in the orderly harmony of the universe. I believe that intelligence is manifested throughout all nature. The basics of scientific work is the conviction that the world is an ordered and comprehensible entity and not a thing of chance. Science must learn to live in harmony with all these magnificent gifts of God to humanity. So, like we have statement of Einstein, same way we have statement of Heisenberg. So they saying when we enter into the world of material science, we think there is no God. But when we go deeper and deeper and deeper, we are able to see that there is God behind each and every activity. Because otherwise, who created such a orderly by chance? So then they say, okay, hearing this Big Bang theory, one banker thought, okay, by chance a universe can come. Then what he did, he blasted in his fields, and he thought, he will get, there will be a wonderful construction there, and he'll make a lot of wealth. But by that, a blast happened, nothing else. So from zero, it cannot come. From Big Bang. So Big Bang, it's not from Big Bang. The world is coming from a big brain. Because from randomness cannot come the order. The order comes from the source. That is Bhagavad Gita. From Bhagavad Gita, we easily understand chapter 10, verse 8 of Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavan Shri Krishna is saying, Aham sarvasya prabhava matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. I am the source of all material and spiritual worlds. Everything emanates from me. One who knows this, worship me with all their hearts and intelligence. Then in chapter 7 of Bhagavad Gita, 7.7, Bhagavan Shri Krishna is telling, Matta partaram na anyat kinchidasti dhananjaya mai sarvamidam prottam sutre maniganai. Hey Dhananjay, Arjun, there is no truth superior to me. Matta partaram na anyat kinchid. All the planets, how they are in order? Because I am sustaining them. Like the pearls strung on a thread. So instead of being Big Bang, we are coming from a big brain. So, in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, we get the knowledge of Krishna's energy. Krishna's material energy is apara prakriti, maya shakti, nature. And make it large. Bhumiraka anila vayu kammana buddhirevacha ahankariti me bhinna prakriti ashtadha. So Bhagavan Shri Krishna is telling that these are my 8 different prakriti, material nature के element है. Bhumi, Aapa, Anila, Vayu, Kham, Earth, Water, Fire, Air, Ether, Man, Buddhi, mind, intelligence. These are Krishna's apara prakriti, energy, and that is the cause of manifestation of all varieties of material. Or that is the cause of all material manifestation. See, even if they are saying from Big Bang, till now no scientist can demonstrate any creation by the simulating experiment. Okay, from a Big Bang creation come. No scientist in the lab could ever manufacture even a small mosquito. So life is not coming from a Big Bang, or life is not coming from chemicals. Life is coming from the source of all life, that is Bhagavan Shri Krishna. Govindam Adi Purusham. In Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji prays, Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. Krishna is the cause of all causes. He is the Adi Purusha. There is no beginning of Krishna. He is the original Purusha. He is Satchidananda Vigraha. His body is Nirgun, Nirakar. That means no material akar, not under the influence of the material modes. His body is Satchidan. He is full spiritual. Satchidananda Vigraha. And he is the supreme control. So we take support from the different, our material books and the different authors and scientists. And after some time, we think that they say, oh, our previous theory failed. Now we are bringing a new theory, a new hypothesis. But this is not the case with the Vedas. Vedas are absolute knowledge, no defect. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 7.8. So what we are doing, we are the first part we are covering observation on scientific basis. First, we have discussed the Big Bang. बिग बैंग से रेंडमनेस होगा. आप कहीं छोटा भी ब्लास्ट करें इस विश्व में, जहां कहीं कोई भी ब्लास्ट होते हैं, किसी ब्लास्ट से कभी क्रिएशन देखा है? एंड इफ दे आर सेइंग इट्स कमिंग फ्रॉम जीरो, वो जीरो भी कहां से आ रहा है? जीरो से नहीं आया, वन से आया. वन एको बहुनाम विदधाति, एक से बहु, भगवान से सब आए. Then further, taste. When we are thirsty, we need water. No other drink, no juice, no milk, nothing can satisfy the thirst. When we want water, means water only. So Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Raso asmi apsu konteya. I am the taste of what? That way we can remember Krishna whenever we drink water. And Krishna says, there only Prabha asmi shashsuryo. I am the source of the light of the moon and sun. Prabha asmi shashi and surya. फूलों में गंध है, वो भी भगवान. Who is making? See, we can make an artificial rose or artificial lotus, but we cannot make the natural, so beautiful, fragrant flowers. What has been gifted to us by God. So the nourishment a plant gets through sun is actually coming from Krishna. The nourishment that a plant gets from water is actually coming from Krishna. Same way, like those who are envious of God, जो हिरण्यकश्यप, रावण, दुशासन, दुर्योधन मेंटालिटी के हैं, उनके सामने स्वयं भगवान भी आ जाए तब भी वो बोलेंगे भगवान नहीं. लेकिन इतना कॉमन सेंस है कि इतना वैरायटी कहाँ से आया है? Who has given such a taste to different fruits? And we are opening a papaya, it's completely different. A coconut is completely such variety. If it is coming from the same mud, water, and sun, why there is so much difference of taste? Who is creating all this variety? Just chemicals. And can we produce all these fruits? In the lab, we cannot produce. Who is giving the taste in the fruits is actually coming from the moonlight. That is also mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. And what is the source of the moonlight? That is Krishna. When people are stressed out from their daily chaotic life, they want to go to a hill station or a seaside. They want to go close to nature. By going close to nature, why our mind becomes so peaceful and relaxed? Because nature is not created by man. Nature is Krishna's creation. Such a perfect arrangement Krishna has made. So that's why Dr. Albert Einstein is saying it's the responsibility of human beings to maintain harmony with the mother nature and the other living entities, to live in harmony. The Jatharagni, the digestive fire in the stomach, that is also Krishna. And Bhagavad Gita is mentioned Vashvanara, the Jatharagni in the stomach, that is also Krishna. This verse I have discussed already in Bhagavad Gita 7.7. Krishna is saying, Partaram na anyat. Shivatmika, we can all recite this one. Please recite. Matta partaram na anyat.
Matta parataram na anyat.
Others also can try reciting. Matta partaram na anyat.
Matta parataram na anyat.
Kinchidasti dhananjaya.
किञ्चिदस्ति धनञ्जय
धनञ्जय
मयि सर्वम् इदं प्रोक्तम्
मयि
मयि
सर्वम्
सर्वम् इदं
प्रोक्तम्
प्रोक्तम्
सूत्रे मणिगणा इव.
सूत्रे
सूत्रे
मणिगणा इव
मणिगणा इव.
So, oh Dhananjaya, there is no truth superior to me. Everything rests upon me as pearls are strung on a thread. Because we have never heard that a planet, missed the orbit, shifted from the orbit, and the sun shifted a bit. Someday moon shifted a bit. No, perfect arrangement. Because of the perfect brain, perfect arrangement of Krishna. And when we reach Srimad Bhagavatam, we understand Krishna enters into each and every atom. Krishna, first expansion Balaramji, then Sankarsana, then Chaturvyuha, then Vishnu, Karanadakshay Vishnu, Shiradakshay Vishnu, Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So Krishna is expanding into various avatars to enter each and every part of the universe. Yeah, this also I have discussed 10.8. Aham sarvasya prabhavo.
अहं सर्वस्य
सर्वस्य
अहं
प्रभवो
सर्वस्य प्रभवो
Sarvam pravartate.
मत्ता सर्वं
मत्तः सर्वं
प्रवर्तते
प्रवर्तते.
Matva bhajante mam.
इति मध्वा भजन्ते
इति
मां
वदन्ति.
Bhava samanvita.
मूढा भावसमन्विता
So Krishna, as the Karnadakshay Vishnu, I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. And the wise who knows this surrenders unto me and worship me with all their heart. Gama Vishyacha Bhutani Dhariyami Aham Ojasa. So Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita 15.13 that he is the sustainer of everyone. Gama Vishya. He enters each and every planet and sustains. I enter into each planet and by my energy they stay in orbit. Gam Avishyacha Bhutani Dhariyami Aham Ojasa. Even to make a model for our science labs, and to make the orbit in perfect shape, we have to struggle a lot. Though that is just a simulation one. But the actual planets, how heavy they are containing so much, they never fall from their orbit. Who is maintaining that? There is hand of God. These are the evidences from Bhagavad Gita. See, there is so much in Bhagavad Gita. Every human being should at least once go through Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita is not just karma karo pal ki chinta mat karo. Bhagavad Gita is meant so that we know how great Krishna is, whom we eternally belong to. We have the most intimate relationship with Bhagavan because we are eternal part and parcel of Bhagavan. So until unless we are not connected back by the active devotional service to Bhagavan Sri Krishna, we feel emptiness, incompleteness, haziness in our life. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, I think that's 10.7. One who understands the Vibhuti Yoga, Vibhuti of Krishna, understands that, oh, I must surrender to Krishna. Krishna loves me so much, I should reciprocate. My first and foremost relation is the relation of Jivatma with Krishna. And being neglectful of that relation, we try finding out a perfect relation in this world. Only perfect person is Krishna. We all are part and parcel, but by connecting to him, we can perfectly behave as part and parcel. Pranava Sarva Vedeshu, Krishna is saying, among all the Vedic Dhvanis, I am Om Parma. So that Om is Krishna. But instead of calling Father, instead of calling in an impersonal way Om, there is a more personal address to Krishna by saying Govinda, Gopal, Madhav, Madan Mohan, because there is active relationship. When we call Krishna Gopinath, Gopijana Vallabha. So that's why when we are chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, that includes the chanting of Om as well. Because that is more personal call to Krishna. Krishna is saying, Bhagavad Gita 7.11, Balam balvatam chaham tejas tejasvinamaham jayasvi vijayasvi. I'm the strength of the strong. But what kind of strength? Not to exploit others. The strength that is devoid of passion and ignorance, that is meant to give protection to others. That strength is Krishna. Buddhir buddhimatam I am the intelligence of the intelligent. So one should not be proud. Ravana was proud of his intelligence. Hiranyakashipu was proud of his intelligence. When we get some special skill, we should be grateful. Grateful heart blossoms, and puffed up heart, in due course of time, gets dried up. All like for separated from Krishna, we are like dried up. In connection with Krishna, we are blooming fully, full blossoming. So actually, who is giving the intelligence to the living entity? Krishna, buddhir buddhimatam. By observing the systematic and harmonious universe around us, we may get many questions. Does God really exist? Such a question never came into my mind because from the very childhood, the kind of atmosphere like many of us get at our home, we know Krishna is Bhagavan, Bhagavan Ram is Bhagavan. We worship Krishna, Rama, Mother Durga, Lord Shiva. They are not speculation, they actually exist. Because we put so much faith in the material textbook that changes every year, and we don't believe in the Vedic texts that are beyond the limitation of this time, that are not written by any mundane man, that are beyond all defect. So one who has complete faith in the scripture, the realization of God for such a person is easy. And one whose intelligence becomes many branched due to the influence of the so many speculation by the contaminated mind of the worldly people, they are not able to come to realize the absolute truth. For us, it is very simple. है ना भगवान? ठीक है? ये जगन्नाथ जी, तिरुपति बालाजी, अयोध्या, वृंदावन, Himalaya, Mother Ganga, Mahakumbha Snan. The whole world is going for Mahakumbha Snan. So if there is no world beyond this world, there is no power greater than this power, then why everyone, like from different parts of the world, they are coming to take the holy dip in the Sangam? So there's so many evidences. Yeah, Mother Ganga, Mother Yamuna, Mother Saraswati is there, Lord Shiva is there, Mother Parvati is there, Radha Krishna, Bhagavan Radha Krishna is there, Sita Ram is there, Narsimha is there. In Ahobilam we have that pillar from where Lord Narsimha came out. Rama Setu is there, Mother Dwarka Nagari is there. There's so many evidences. Govardhan is there. Krishna exists. Why we turn our eyes blind? Because we want to break the law. We want to live animalistic life. That's why we don't care for God. Like parents are there. They give birth to the child. They raise the child. They nourish the child. And when the child grows up, false egos also grow. False ego also grows. And then they don't care for the parent. No, they act against the guidance, and sometimes they'll end up in big trouble by experimenting with their senses. So it's not that parents are not there. It's not that they don't care about us. It's our fault that we have shut the doors. We don't want to interact. We don't want to open our heart. We don't want to listen to them. Same way, it's not that God is not there. He is there. When people say I'm atheist, that's a belief. I am atheist. Atheist. Because I want to live, I want to break the laws. Like so many criminals, they know that the law is there. If I get caught, I'll be badly punished. But they act out of their anger, greed, lust, and they don't care for law. But the law is there, the government is there. And then they learn a very heavy lesson in their life. Same way, neglecting Bhagavan, neglecting the manual of life, neglecting Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Ramayana, we are living misdirected life and we are getting more and more trapped. Nowadays, people have money, but they don't have peace. They don't have committed relationships. They don't have beautiful families. Why? Because godless civilization. Everything is given by God only, but we want to remove God from the picture. This lack of gratitude is because of enemy. This lack of gratitude, the same way, how so easily we become ungrateful to our parents. Though if they would not have taken care of us, we could not have been what we are today. It's so easy to be ungrateful. So in the present life also, we are doing that. So it's so obvious that we have done the same with Krishna, being ungrateful, taking him for granted. He is there, he cares for us, he loves us unconditionally. So does God really exist? If God doesn't exist, then who creates and maintains this beautiful and harmonious universe? Hmm? एक छोटे से मिसमैनेजमेंट से सी लॉस एंजलिस में भी फायर था, मैन मेड डिजास्टर है, ठीक है, हाँ? लेकिन भगवान ने ऐसा व्यवस्था किया है कि सब लोग शांति से प्रेम पूर्वक रह सकते हैं और जीवन के लक्ष्य को, भगवत प्राप्ति को प्राप्त कर, भगवत प्राप्ति कर सकते हैं. They can go back to the spiritual world, but they want godless civilization. That's why they are suffering. That's why it said that Srimad Bhagavad Gita Bhagavatam will bring about revelation in the misdirected civilization of the impious life of ignorant mass of people. So people are in ignorance. What does Veda says? Asato ma sadgamya, tamaso ma jyotirgamya, mrityur ma amritagamya, amritam gamya. Whole world is coming toward Bharatavarsha, and we are trying to imitate them and the life of sensuality. They are turning toward the life of spirituality, and we are running after sensuality. So instead of coming towards Sat, eternity, we are getting intoxicated by Asat. Instead of getting illuminated by the eternal wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, the real knowledge, we want to get trapped by ignorance, getting driven by lust, anger, and greed. Instead of reviving our eternal life, that is Satchidananda, we are again and again going from one womb to another, again in the cycle of birth and death. That is a foolishness. That is not the purpose of human life. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. When people don't care for dharma, they don't care for moksha, they are just after arth and kama. So if the society is being driven by money and lust, then the results we are seeing all around. There are so many cases that keep coming. Because of this lust and greed, people are fighting, they are spoiled, broken families, there are suicides, there are crimes, there are rapes, there are murders, there are terrorist attacks, there are fights among the nations, there are wars, all this because of karma, driven by lust. Unfulfilled lust is krodha, fulfilled lust is greed. So, if we accept Vedas, if we accept the teachings, then in Upanishad it is said, Isha Vasyamidam Sarvam. The whole world is Krishna's property. So we should not encroach upon other persons' right. We should be Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kasyad Dukh Bhag Bhave. Because we have to understand everyone is part and parcel of my family, part and parcel of Krishna's family. And how can I cheat someone? How can I harm someone? How can I be harsh to someone? So godless society is the most unfortunate society because there is no trust, there is no love, there is no care. But a society that is centered around God, that is centered around Bhagavan Sri Krishna, there is love, care, respect. There is a higher power. That is human civilization. Human life without dharma is just animal life. Mahabharata. आहार निद्रा भय मैथुनम सामान्य तत् पशुभिनरानाम धर्मो हि केवलो एकलो विशेषो धर्मेण हीना पशुभिः समान. We don't follow dharma, then we are just eating, mating, sleeping, independent. These activities animals are also doing. What more? And why we are struggling so hard with our education and earning money just to eat, just to have sensual life, just to sleep, and just for some defense? Oh, animals are living much comfortable life if that is the goal of human life. The goal of human life is higher. Athat Brahma Jigyasa. Goal of life is not kama. कामस्य नेन्द्रिय प्रतिलाभ जीवेर जीवता जीवस्तु तत्व जिज्ञासा न अर्थ अर्थाय कर्म भी. That's why we have to center our life around Krishna. Krishna is at all attractive because it's full of all beauty, knowledge, wealth, fame, renunciation, power, beauty, knowledge, wealth, fame, power, and renunciation. षड ऐश्वर्य से पूर्ण है इसलिए भगवान. Rama, one who gets all pleasure. Rama is Ramachandra, Balaram, Radhika Ramana Ram. So when our life is centered around Bhagavan, there is lasting happiness in our life. There is unconditional love in our life. Now people will get crazy about Feb 14, Valentine Day. Though the Saint Valentine was a celibate, he was a brahmachari and he sacrificed for others. But now on the Valentine Day, just a show off of lust all around her. And it starts from a rose day, chocolate day, some teddy day, hug day, kiss day, Valentine day. After that, the other part of the cycle starts. Slap day, breakup day. But this is, so if the relationships are based upon sensuality, they will not survive. Krishna is the source of all love. So if we want that unconditional love in our life, we should not imitate lusty people. We should follow the instructions of Krishna. Krishna is the source of all love. We have to understand that. Okay. Now, when we see artistry, if you're seeing some beautiful painting, like we'll see the example further, what immediately comes? You might have heard the paintings of Mona Lisa, the famous Mona Lisa painting, and there are so many other paintings. So immediately you remember artists. So जब हम लोग कोई पेंटिंग देख के आर्टिस्ट सोचते हैं, तो जब दुनिया का इतना सुंदर सुंदर दृश्य देखते हैं इस विश्व में, प्रकृति में, तो क्या नहीं सोचते कि इसके पीछे भी तो कोई आर्टिस्ट है. जब हम if you go to any place and it's very well organized, so we say, somebody has nicely organized the event, they have nicely managed it. तो जब एक छोटे से उसके लिए एक ऑर्गेनाइजर लगता है, तो इतनी दुनिया कैसे अपने आप चल रही है? Common sense. Oh, like because we have less time. See, once न्यूटन के फ्रेंड उनके घर पे आए, उन्होंने देखा एक प्लैनेट्स का मॉडल बना के रखा है. उन्होंने बोला ये किसने बनाया? उन्होंने बोला अपने आप आ गया. रात को रखा तो सुबह आ गया. बोला नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं है, ये तो इतना सुंदर है, इतना मतलब बिल्कुल एकदम सटीक है, तो कैसे बना? बोले नहीं बस ऐसे ही रात को यहाँ पे बहुत सारा ऐसा बॉल बोल रखा था, सुबह देखा तो पूरा सोलर सिस्टम आ गया उधर. बोला नहीं 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 ऐसे कैसे? फिर न्यूटन उनको बोले कि जब ये इसको बनाने के लिए इतना दिमाग लगा है तो जो एक्चुअल कॉस्मोस है उसको क्या बिना दिमाग से बन गया अपने आप? जब ये बाय चांस नहीं आया तो वो बाय चांस कहाँ से आया? तो इंसान को मनुष्य जो है ना, अपना थोड़ा सा भी करता है तो उसको लगता है ओ मैंने किया मैंने किया मैंने किया. और जब भगवान ने पूरा विश्व पूरा संसार चला रखा है, भगवान नहीं अपने आप हो रहा है. तो खुद क्रेडिट लेने में फर्स्ट, लेकिन जब भगवान की बात आती है नहीं नहीं भगवान नहीं. दिस इज एनवी, वी आर एनवियस ऑफ कृष्ण. कोई डिजाइन है, डिजाइनर है ना, इमीडिएटली एनर्जी है तो एनर्जेटिक. घर में लाइट आ रहा है तो कहीं से तो सोर्स ऑफ लाइट है ना, वहां से आ रहा है. तो इस दुनिया में ये सूर्य चंद्रमा कैसे चल रहे हैं, इनका सोर्स क्या है? जो प्रकृति के नियम हैं बहुत सिस्टमेटिक है उनके। जैसे हम यहाँ पे कानून बनाते हैं, ऊपर के भी कानून है। दैट्स व्हाई देयर आर सीजन्स। ऑल दिस ग्लोबल वार्मिंग एंड एवरीथिंग इज मैन मेड प्रॉब्लम। भगवान ने तो सब कुछ बहुत अच्छा बना के दिया। So there is a law and this quickly going. हाँ, these are those paintings. तो एक आर्टिफिशियल पेंटिंग में हम सोचते हैं कि वाह सो नाइस, सो ब्यूटीफुल, पीपल बाय दीज पेंटिंग्स पेइंग लैक्स एंड लैक्स। हाँ, एंड जब नेचुरल वो है, यू नो, इन नेचर व्हेन वी सी, व्हेन वी थिंक ऐसे अपने आप आ गए। सो दिस इज ऑल पेंटिंग्स, दे आर सो वंडरफुल, वी अप्रिशिएट, बट व्हेन comes a chance to appreciate Bhagavan, we says there is no God. Huh? Though the imitation flower, imitation beauty, the paintings are nowhere standing with the real one. The real is real. तो पेंटिंग के लिए पेंटर को क्रेडिट दे रहे हैं, तो ओरिजिनल के लिए भगवान को क्रेडिट क्यों नहीं देते? क्योंकि हम भगवान से ईर्ष्या करते हैं, इसलिए। Who is that? इसमें हम सोचते हैं किसी ने क्यों मेगा आर्टिफिशियल रोज इतना एफर्ट लगता है, फिर भी फ्रेग्रेंस नहीं है, सॉफ्टनेस नहीं है। So what to speak of the flowers in nature with their delicateness, biological complexity, fragrance and their shapes and forms. तो जिसको भगवान को स्वीकार करना है वो एक फूल देख के भी स्वीकार कर लेगा, और जिसको नहीं स्वीकार करना है उसके सामने आके भगवान अपना विराट रूप भी दिखाए तब से स्वीकार नहीं करना। ठीक है, नरसिंह भगवान आए हिरण्यकश्यप के सामने, इसलिए जो भगवान कैसे नहीं स्वीकार करते उनके लिए भगवान भगवत गीता में कहते हैं कालो अस्मि, आई एम टाइम द ओल्ड देवावली। मृत्यु के समय समझ में आता है, लेकिन तब तक तो टाइम वेस्ट हो जाता है। So in between birth and death, there is a choice. So instead of choosing illusion, we should choose reality. Instead of making choice of asat, we should choose sat. Instead of choosing tamas, ignorance, we should choose knowledge and perfect our life. Artist. All these we have wonderful videos related to this. ये भगवान की बनाई हुई हनी बीज है। हमारे यहाँ, like suppose a human being opens a firm company, they have to keep a watch, you know, employees might be cheating, there is no cooperation, people want to bunk the jobs, even the employer doesn't want to pay them sufficiently, there is so much corruption. But भगवान के system में देखिए honey bees make, this comes na, we have read this. There is a queen bee, they are labor bees, and they work hard, they get nectar from parag, so they are making the honey, then the queen bee will take. So all this organization, even the perfect shape of hexagon, इनको इतना दिमाग किसने दिया है? ये कौन से कॉलेज पे जाके इंजीनियरिंग सीख कर आए हैं? Even we have the tailor bird, even the spider, from where they have learned? God has given them intelligence, Krishna has given them intelligence. So perfectly. Spider web. That's a beauty of mathematician spider. And the material they are using is the toughest material. Scientists ने इतना research किया है इसके ऊपर. The spider web इतना है जैसे बहुत बड़ा building उसने बनाया. इसका कहीं से there is some voice arrangement somehow that I'm not able to show that. So this 150-meter spider web, this just by spitting, it's like a 50-story skyscraper building. इतना ऊंचा 150 meter. एक spider बना रहा है. And we human beings are so puffed. कितना proud है ना हम. That's why if we see around other living entities in nature, we can get humbled by seeing the special skills they have. कौन से जगह पे जाके इसने ट्रेनिंग लिया? तो भगवान ने ट्रेनिंग देके भेजा है. हाँ? हमको कोई, so what is further being discussed? Some other, this video's audio is, I have not put it on. So even when we have to make a building, there is an architect, plan making and all. But how the spider is making such complex structure? No prior training. And still people think there is no God. If we see, कहाँ से आ रही है इतनी expertise? Who has given so much expertise? The spider. भगवान. Beautiful organization, organizer. Okay, maybe we will just take for another 10 minutes. Likewise, we see wonderful things created by man. तो हम ह्यूमन बीइंग को तो बहुत अप्रिशिएट करते हैं, क्या कार बनाया, अब तो इलेक्ट्रिक कार्स आ गई हैं, क्या लैपटॉप बनाया है, क्या लेटेस्ट डिजाइन का मोबाइल बनाया है, और जिसने ये दुनिया बनाई है ये प्रकृति बनाई है, इतनी वैरायटी की मशीन्स, हाँ, these bodies are like different machines. इतना एक्सपर्टी है एक मॉस्किटो में, एक स्पाइडर में, एक टाइगर में, एक हॉक में, एक एलिफेंट में. इवन एंड्स आर सो सिस्टमेटिक. उनको पता लगता है बारिश आने लगे तो वो पूरा अपने एग्स लेके दे गो टू अ हायर प्लेन, हाँ, ताकि उनके एग्स सेफ रहें. पूरा वो उनको उतना किसने दिया है? हमको एक प्लेन बनाने में इतना वो करना पड़ा. पक्षी इतने आकाश में सरलता से उड़ रहे हैं विद देयर हैवी बॉडीज. बट वी आर सो पॉप्ड अप, अपनी हर चीज के लिए क्रेडिट लेंगे बट भगवान को क्रेडिट नहीं देते हैं. ईर्ष्या करते हैं. तो जब इन सब के पीछे डिजाइनर है छत्रपति शिवाजी महाराज ने कार्व किए, लेकिन ओरिजिनल वाले भी तो भगवान के बनाए थे. So shouldn't this universe have a super intelligent creator too? इस तरह के सेमिनार तब लेने पड़ते हैं जब बचपन से जब हम बॉलीवुड और हॉलीवुड या कोरियावुड से इतने इन्फ्लुएंस्ड हैं कि अपने भगवत गीता खोल के नहीं देखते हैं. अदरवाइज सिंपल फैक्ट. मुझे तो इसलिए स्वीकार हो जाता है क्योंकि ये जो वाटरमेलन और ये पपाया और ये करेला, इसका टेस्ट, हाँ, अगर सीडी है और अंदर ही डाला है, वही अर्थ है, वाटर है और सन है, इतना वैरायटी ऑफ टेस्ट कहाँ से आ रहा है? भगवान ने. दिस इज द ग्रेट सिक्वा सेज. Very gigantic tree. This is the world's largest tree, the giant sequoias. 84 meters high, 29 meters in the diameter at the trunk. लेकिन ये इतना विशाल वृक्ष उस छोटे से बीज के अंदर, और वो सीड ऐसा है कि वो पूरा आसपास आग लगी हो तो भी उसको कुछ होता नहीं. तो ये इतना वंडरफुल पैकेजिंग में इतना बड़ा ट्री ह्यूमन तो नहीं कर सकते. The giant tree is packaged in a tiny seed. This is the height of this tree. Comparative analysis. सेम में हमको अपना डिजाइन पे वी आर सो प्राउड, लेकिन ये भगवान ने जो बनाया है, that we slice in the first year of our MBBS anatomy. The human brain can store more information than all the libraries in the world. Dr. Richard Ristek, MD, author the brain. इधर हम बहुत प्राउड होते हैं अपनी टेक्नोलॉजी, अपनी एडवांसमेंट पे, बट इधर हम ग्रेटफुल नहीं होते. किसी ब्रेन का मिसयूज करके हम प्राउड होते हैं. इसी को with proper utilization we can become grateful and use our skills for the welfare of the world. So this is brainology. You didn't know about the brain. Each neuron is connected to other by 40,000 synapses. This is actually very deep. Speed of information travel, huh? 50,000 to 70,000 thoughts we have a day. इंटेल में इतना फीचर्स नहीं है जितना भगवान ने हमारे ब्रेन में डाला है, हाँ. Okay. Let's go down to the micro world. Watson Crick model of DNA. AG, adenosine, guanosine. When we have to draw this in exam, a slide here and there, it doesn't come out well. But Krishna has made it so perfectly. The structure of DNA, the particular arrangement. And then we have introns, exons. Who made this? And this brevis lattice structure. ये कहाँ से आया सब कुछ? थोड़े से चेंज से डायमंड है, हाँ? अपने आप थोड़ी ना हो रहे हैं नेचर में. Meticulous design in the micro world proves the existence of the mastermind behind that is Bhagwan. अब हमारे सैटेलाइट्स पे इतने सारे लोगों को, I'm going quickly through these slides, ठीक है? There are so many scientists handling it, 24 hours round the clock monitoring. But the other natural satellites, उपग्रह, वो तो अपने आप fully functional है. उनको कौन ध्यान रख रहा है? भगवान. There we have to monitor so many parameters. थोड़ा सा इधर उधर हो गया, crash हो जाता है. We have lost Kalpana Chawla long back, है ना? She's from Karnal, Haryana. थोड़ा सा इधर उधर हो जाए, पूरा लॉन्च फेल हो जाए. वहां पे नेचुरल को कौन संभाल? This is the weight of Earth. Who is handling Earth in the orbit? And speed of Earth around the sun is 106,000 kilometers per hour. कोई एक्सीडेंट नहीं हो रहा. She's not. Earth is not going off track also. So, who is in control? Krishna says. Krishna says me, not NASA. If traffic policemen control the signal of traffic, who controls the traffic of the revolving planets? That they are not colliding with each other. Bhagavan. So, Shivadmika, later we have to take these sessions in your college for the first years, huh? Because everybody is sleeping in ignorance. They are thinking, oh, we human are so advanced. Bhagavan is far, far most advanced. Bhagavan is Sarvapari. Okay, what is this? This is archaeological. This is from. They are missing links and all. हमको लगता है हम बंदर या एप से आए हैं, लेकिन वो इन बिटवीन स्पीशीज कोई दिखा नहीं पाए, ठीक है? और वी हैव मोहनजोदड़ो सिविलाइजेशन, हड़प्पा सिविलाइजेशन, इवन सिटी ऑफ द्वारका. अगर हम बंदर से आए हैं, एप से आए हैं, तो वो किसने बनाया? सन, हाउ बिग, हाउ पावरफुल. ये सब पे हमको ग्रेटिट्यूड नहीं होता. ये सब पे हम विश्वास नहीं करते कि किसके पीछे भगवान है. अपना थोड़ा सा भी कुछ करें तो हमको लगता है हमने ये अचीव किया, ये अचीव. So 1.3 million Earths can fit inside the sun. These sort of sessions, especially for the engineer people, we doctors, for us, it is so easy to believe in God. Because we see that different, we see life and death in front of our eyes. When I was doing my MBBS internship, I saw a 6-year-old girl dying. I saw an elderly lady who was just admitted to the emergency, and she got a sudden. So we have seen how suddenly a living person becomes dead in our hands. So if we are just body, then we should put any chemical and bring the person back to life. When we don't have manufacturing defect in the machines we make, how can Bhagwan has manufacturing error? It is not manufacturing error. It is the karma cycle. Okay, these are the facts related to sun. Energy emitted by sun per second is more than the amount of energy consumed by human race throughout the entire history. That is how powerful sun is. If a stone from your window hits your TV screen, you will ask who supplied energy to the stone. तो उसमें भी किसी ने फेंका है. तो हर एनर्जी के पीछे एक एनर्जेटिक होता है. तो सूर्य की एनर्जी के पीछे एनर्जेटिक कौन है? कृष्णा. प्रभास्मि शशि सूर्यो. Okay, it is only. So even when we go to a college, there is a beginning time, ending time. From this time to this time, there are different departments. There are department heads, then there are directors, dean, vice chancellor. There are laws. There are exam system. So there is a person, the head of the institution, making that. So when we see around the laws in material nature, how do we think? How can we not think that there is no lawmaker? It's very simple. Who made this law principle? तो ये दुनिया, ये ट्रैफिक वालों ने बनाया. कीप लेफ्ट, कीप राइट एज पर द कंट्री. क्रिकेट में बॉल उछल के उधर जाएगा तो उसको सिक्स बोलते हैं, कैच हो जाएगा, आउट हो जाएंगे. ये तो खुद ही बनाए हुए लॉ है. थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दो. सो कितना प्लेयर एक टीम में होगा? इंडियन क्रिकेट, इंटरनेशनल क्रिकेट काउंसिल हैज मेड पीरियोडिक लॉ में. हर जगह लॉ है, लॉ मेकर है. लॉज ऑफ फिजिक्स. न्यूटन ने सिर्फ इसको आइडेंटिफाई किया. सेब तो हमेशा नीचे ही गिरता था. ही जस्ट नोटिस्ड इट. ठीक है, द लॉ ऑफ ग्रेविटी existed before Newton. And see how Krishna's elder brother Balaramji was pulled from the womb of Mother Devaki to the womb of Mother Rohini. That's why one of the name of Balaramji is Sankarshan. So these forces were Krishna's power, Balramji's power. Like taking law. So all these laws have a lawmaker. प्रकृति के पीछे भी तो लॉ होगा ना. हु इज डिसाइडिंग किसका बॉडी कैसा होगा, कौन रिच होगा, कौन पुअर होगा, कौन डॉक्टर है और किसको प्रॉपर एजुकेशन का अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिलता. क्या नियम है इसके पीछे? सभी अमीर होने चाहिए, सभी अच्छे दिखने चाहिए, सभी का सेम एक्सपायरी डेट होना चाहिए, ऐसा तो नहीं. So who is? So Prakriti. We have done that in the previous session. Bhagavad Gita chapter 9. Maya adhyakshena prakriti sasuyate sacharacharam. The material nature is acting under the direction of Krishna. Hetu nanena kaunteya jagatvi parivartana. This is karma cycle. So today we are in good position. If we don't utilize it properly, we are again caught up in the cycle of karma. So this education, job, husband and wife, car, this we choose. Apartment we are choosing. But we don't choose हमारे parents कौन होंगे, हमारा gender क्या होगा, हमारा face shape क्या होगा. Now people are artificial changing it. That is stupidity. But we are not able to decide certain things. Who is deciding this for us? Bhagavan, as per our karma. So किस basis पे? God is impartial. He loves everyone. But we desire, we act in certain way, and we pay the price, and we get accordingly. Is it by chance? No. जब सब जगह लॉ है तो ये रैंडम इवेंट नहीं हो सकता कि किसी का फेस कट ऐसा है, किसी को जन्म लेते ही इतना बीमारी है, ठीक है, किसी को हार्ट अटैक आके उधर ही चला गया, और कोई इतने बड़े सुनामी या अर्थक्वेक में भी किसी टेबल के नीचे बच गया, एक स्पॉट पे भी, है ना. ऐसा होता है. हु इज गवर्निंग ऑल दिस? दे आर नॉट रैंडम इवेंट. दिस इज लॉ ऑफ कर्मा. कर्मण देवनेत्रेण जंतुर्देहोपपत्त्या स्त्रिय प्रविष्ट उद्रम पुंसोरेत कामाश्रय. Under the supervision of the Supreme Lord and according to the result of his work, karma, the living entity, the soul, is made to enter into the womb of a woman through the particle of the male semen to assume a particular type of body. This is the karma cycle. So why we are discussing Bhagavad Gita? So that we understand how we should act, how we should utilize our present life nicely, so that we are not caught up again into the cycle of birth, death, old age, and disease. Maybe we'll do this next time. There is a perfect brain behind all the natural physics law, Einstein. ये सब वो साइंटिस्ट हैं जो नोबेल लॉरेट फिजिस्ट हैं जो समझ रहे हैं कि ये जो है भगवान की क्रिएशन. It cannot tell us about red and blue bits of physics. God and eternity. Science sometimes pretends to answer questions in those domains, but the answers are very often so silly that we are not inclined to take them seriously. So later we'll do this course more properly because 9 o'clock I have another session. If you think strongly enough, you will be forced by science to believe in God. So Isaac Newton's story already I've covered. I saw in it to the deepest secret of nature and revealed to me the greatness of the creation and create. ये सब साइंटिस्ट भगवान को स्वीकार कर रहे हैं और हम लोग जैसे ही 9, 10th, 11th, 12th में आते हैं हम सोचते हैं बस साइंस 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 भगवान नहीं होता है. How foolish we are. We ought to value the privilege of knowing God's truth far beyond anything we can have in this world. So that's why this is the purpose of human life, to know God, to know our relationship with God, and to revive that, and to connect back भगवान. तो ये सब विश्वास करते हैं और हम लोग बिलीव नहीं करते. KBC. What is the origin of universe? Big Bang, or intelligent design? Yeah. What is the purpose? Eat, sleep, and be merry. तो इतना पढ़ाई करने की क्या जरूरत है? Make money and pass away. No purpose. Why this creation was made? So that we understand God and life. Have you seen a complicated machine which came by chance and has no purpose? जब हर मशीन का एक पर्पस है तो ह्यूमन बॉडी का भी एक पर्पस है. That purpose is not eating, meeting, sleeping, depending. मनुष्य जीवन 84 लाख योनियों के बाद मिलता है. दुर्लभ मानव जन्म सत्संग. इसको केवल पशु के जैसे व्यर्थ कर दिया तो waste. We have lost our chance. So we should tune ourselves to Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, and perfect our life. Okay, rest we will cover next time. Activity time हो ही गया. Activity time में क्या है? अब दुनिया की हमारे यहाँ होम मिनिस्ट्री, हेल्थ मिनिस्ट्री है, भगवान की भी अलग अलग मिनिस्ट्री है, यूनिवर्सल. नेक्स्ट टाइम कर लेंगे, ठीक है? It's already 8:45. Anybody has any question or doubt, please feel free to ask. All this are the basic to make us understand कि भगवान को भुला के हम धक्के खा रहे हैं, ठीक है? स्वीकार कर ले भगवान को और भगवान की वाणी को, तो हमारा वर्तमान जीवन भी सुंदर, शांतिपूर्ण, आनंदमय हो जाएगा और इस मनुष्य जीवन की पूर्णता को हम प्राप्त करके भगवान के धाम लौट पाएंगे. अदरवाइज हम यहीं पे फंसे रहेंगे. पुनरपि जननम पुनरपि मरणम पुनरपि जननी जठरे शयनम. So godless life, atheistic life will get degraded to the lower species. Society is very unhappy, very stressful, anxiety, living below animalism. Even animals are far better. So if we accept Dharma, that is Vani of Krishna, in our life seriously, we'll be happy, blissful, satisfied, not only in our personal life, but also in our professional, academic, social life. So for that lasting happiness, for that meaningful life, we must tune to Bhagavad Gita. And we must chant Krishna's name. That is no different from Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Because even if some people are not understanding philosophy. Nam is Harinam Aushadhi. That avidya will be smashed by taking Krishna's divine names. So I thank you all very much for your enthusiastic participation. See you next time. 9 o'clock I have Mother Amy and Mother Nancy session. Shwetma, would you like to kuch puchna? Is all clear?
Clear, Mataji.
For us, it's so clear, na? When these engineers, they attend such a big session just to understand what existed. Saying he exists in there. All we need to follow him. He's the source of love, Ras Raj Shri Krishna. So by following Krishna, our life becomes complete. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Krishna Mataji. ధన్యవాదాలు.
Hare Krishna, Ankita Madhuri. Hare Krishna to both the Ankitas. Hare Paul. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.